I'm back. It wasn't God calling, by the way, but anyway. So part two. So the first part, having that awareness of, don't get me wrong, recovery is very exciting, can be so fun. It is a new opportunity to really start living your life on your terms. So when you've kind of gotten past that part of like, okay, yeah, I am in an unhealthy relationship here, the second part can be so exciting. But just bringing that awareness that if you're rocking the boat, if there is some discomfort, if the kind of thoughts are coming in that like, this isn't going to be worth it, I'm probably better off just staying in the familiar. There is no shame in wanting to go back to condition. There is no shame. There is no place for guilt for dabbling in your behaviors. I'm not condoning self-destructive behaviors, but there is absolutely no shame in that. In the process of a breakup, we can sometimes be in a little bit of limbo, okay? So that's just really important, of like that compassion and that understanding of like, I'm going through a process here, breaking up with the ED, with the abusive partner in my head. So contingency plan, because when you make moves, so it's kind of like if you visualize holding on to a leash, right, and you're kind of pulling away from that relationship, the condition is going to be like wanting to yank you back, being like, as I said, where do you think you're going? So one thing is, plans, okay? So little kind of supportive things. The most important thing is to be reconnecting with your goal, your mission, your vision, okay? Because this freedom, really coming back to, I've talked about it before in the Calling It Out podcast, like what is your mission statement? So really kind of like, how would I describe the relationship myself, and how would I like to describe the relationship with myself? And am I able to have that relationship with myself while I'm still kind of hooking up with the abusive partner here? So really having that somewhere clear that you could see like what it is, that kind of the vision you have for the life that you want to live, because your freedom is very personal to you. So one, I would definitely recommend writing that out, what you want, what you're looking for in life and from life, and what you want to experience, what that sense is going to be like from you. Really like painting that picture, whether that's visually, whether that's through dance, whether that's through spoken word, whether that's through song, really whatever way that you connect with that vision, having it there, that you can see it every single day in your mind. Because when the condition's going to come in and say, you're nothing without me, you can't do anything without me, we want to reconnect. Okay, so not distracting ourselves, but reconnecting with our vision and our freedom. So reconnect using your hands, knitting, colouring, connecting to a kind of music or movie or program that really kind of makes you feel kind of light. Sometimes, it can be a little bit of just trying to distract, but I would really encourage of looking more for that kind of connection, whether that be with nature, buy yourself a bouquet of flowers, watch them grow. It's very challenging to be listening to all that heavy destructive condition language when you are using your senses. What can I hear? What can I see? What can I taste? What can I feel? All these different connections to the body are going to be making it challenging for the kind of conditioned thoughts to come in. We want to make it uncomfortable. Even writing things down, repetition is key. Reminding ourselves to mind ourselves that I'm making powerful moves here. The condition doesn't like this, the bully doesn't like this. This is a freedom action. This is for my freedom. So when we say yes to one thing, we're saying no to the other. So when we're saying no to the condition, discomfort can come up for us. And we often want to avoid that. That's how we're neurologically wired to avoid that, okay? So even bringing awareness, I want to run, I don't want to do this anymore. It's too challenging. I've had enough. I'm sick of the vulnerability. I'm sick of the challenges. Allow yourself to go there. Allow yourself to say, I'm tired and I just want to be free. That's okay. So just really looking for a place where is your safe haven at the moment. Could you create that space? If that is maybe in your environment, if it's in your room, if you can really just kind of almost surround yourself with the message of freedom, or if you don't have that open to you at the moment, the world within, even going to the world within, even coming home to your breath. taking just deep breaths, breathing in for 3, holding for 3, deep exhaling for 3. Simple things where we can actually be relaxing the nervous system, because conditioned thoughts are literally, your nerves are literally gone with those kind of thoughts. So even different things, if it's certain aromas, if it's certain scents, if it's the perfume of somebody that reminds you where you feel safe, where you feel secure, if it's a leaf from a tree, if it's a flower, something that you feel connected to, that we make it challenging for the condition to live here because there's no more space for it. So they would be a couple of tips. If you're somebody that has experience coming out the other side from this kind of breakup and you've maybe survived and thrived through those challenges, it would be so wonderful if we could even hear from your experiences, or even in the comment box, or if you wanted to send in a message anonymously, and just so we can be learning from one another's experiences. Because one thing I've noticed from this page is that when people are sharing, it is inspiring other people's journeys, and that is the almighty beauty of humanity, and the condition doesn't want us doing things like that. That's where the real connection is. So hopefully you took something from one of these videos. If not, so be it. And I'm wishing you all the best in your breakup, and getting excited for what's waiting for you beyond that breakup.